Ray Reynolds here with RaysWebinar.com. Ladies and gentlemen, please today get a tablet and a pen. I want you to write some things down. I want to get it in your brain versus in your cell phone. The ultimate thing is let's get past go, and I'll tell you exactly what that means and what we need to do. I'd like to make sure you write down on your piece of paper the first thing, to become a millionaire under a corporation. Write it down. That's the first goal you should have. Everybody should have that focused. Everybody. There's no excuses to get past that. Everybody get that. So write it down. Don't take a picture. Information's protected no matter what we do anyway. We're going to have some fun today as we listen and we learn and have fun. Now keep in mind, you have the ability to see it, believe it, and go get it every time. So what is that going to mean? In the beginning, I want you to do things the way I do it. Now, why would you want to listen to me? I don't know. I brought in 100,000 at 9.5, a million at 14, a billion at 24, double billion at 26. Haven't had a paycheck for 20 years. Second largest advertiser in Los Angeles for 32 years before the coma. So you might want to listen and learn just a little bit. You never know. But the first thing I want you to do is plan on the problems. That's right. See, I think most people get knocked down, and then they go boo-hoo, and they kind of give up. Why don't we do this? Let's pretend today is going to be a lousy day. Everything's going to kick your assets, but you're going to have a smile on your face anyway. You're going to say, geez. What you're going to do is basically have safety credit, all right, and a line of defense. All right, write it down. I'll explain exactly what that means to you, and I want to change your life. And it's kind of fun. So let's do this. Now, everybody falls down. Everybody does. So I call it Humpty Dumpty. But we got to get back up again. And how we do that really matters today. Now, I'm going to give you a little bit about my journey, and then I'm going to make sure your journey's just begun with me. You see, could you imagine you and me for the next 3 months to a lifetime, having fun, getting millions and billions of dollars? I like that. It's kind of fun. Now, the way I started, and I didn't want to get stuck, but I had a situation in my life. You see, I didn't get to mommy and daddy like most of you. What did I get? I got Mrs. Hope. She dropped me off at the pier, literally at the age of 3 to 9.5 years old. Okay, and then picked me up at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. She was truly the she-devil from hell. She got her weekly and monthly checks, but she didn't give a damn about me. I got to steal and I got to beg off the pier. By the way, that kind of sucked. You know what happened? When I got dropped off at the pier in Marina del Rey, I could see that and all the money, Torrance Rocks, Palos Verdes. You know what's nice? I wanted mine too. So what did I do? Well, I basically used what the God gave me, the brain. He gave me an IQ off the chart with total recall on most things, so I wanted to go get it too. So I'll show you the Lamborghini collections, the Ferraris, the End Zone, and fun stuff, the mansions, the yachts. I even build and beat world records too, having fun. Bottom line is this. Okay, I know that all of you've probably spent thousands of dollars on a bunch of BS and blah, 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 that motivational stuff. Motivation's great, as long as they give you rules, tools, and a blueprint, an instruction manual. If they're not giving you the way to do anything besides blah, 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 all it is BS. Sorry. All right, for me, I'll even show you the helicopters and fun, the yachts, the mansions. Oh, goody. You see, I had to get out of hell. And I didn't like doing it, but the reality is I use Ray's rules. Can you write that down, please? I want you to master the rules and the tools that every one of you today could change your life right away. And I mean right away. See, let's look at this. Winning the game of business. I wrote that 43 years ago. You see, I knew one thing about me back then and even now. I didn't want to be stressed out like those grown-ups were. I moved 24 times at the time I'm 11.5 years old. And that kind of sucked too. But you know those grown-ups were mean on the 1st and the 15th? They were stressed out all the time. Probably like a couple of you. That kind of sucks. So guess what? I had to turn it into a game. I know one thing about me. If I play a game, I'm going to play to win. I don't play to lose, do you? I bet you when you play a game, you like to win too. So what we're going to do is give you some rules and tools today. And then we're going to get you to the workshop with me. That way I can do the work for you. I can hand you the fish, teach you to fish, and now you're out on your own. Then I'll be there to help you anyway. You see, we're going to use Ray's rules today. All right, now all I need from you is 90 days. That's all I ever need. I've got 3 people here from 1987 and 1991 right now. They come on all the time because I answer their questions at the workshops, and they have fun too. What about you? You see, if you give me 90 days, and I'll guarantee it, I'll have you on your way to the $1 million dream. All right? I got no excuses. But you today are going to realize what is basically what I've been doing literally for 43 years, helping people just like you, seminars, workshops, boot camps. All right? But I've been using Ray's rules. Today you're going to learn what that means. I know one thing. You ever heard of Helping Hand Industries? Everybody's heard of that. It went worldwide. Did you know it was set up by a 9.5-year-old kid? By the way, it was me. I brought in $100,000 of credit. Didn't even know what the hell I was doing. Then that family took it away anyway, so I suspended the corp. Then I reinitiated it again later on. Then I brought in $1 million at 14. Wasn't that fun? Guess what you get to do today? If you want to play, let's live by the rules. You see, today the world's readjusting. But what are you going to do? Sit back and go boo-hoo-hoo? No. We readjust to whatever's going to do. We do our best all through the day and let Jesus do the rest. Amen to that every day. See, here's the thing that happens for all of you. You lose your job, you have an emergency, and all of a sudden you run out of time, you run out of money, you jack up your credit, and you bring the pain home. Sorry, I call that silly and dumb. There's an alternative to do this the right way. So let's do this. Write down in your list, in your paper, in your pen, that you're going to start getting up at 4:30 in the morning. Yes, there's no reason you're sleeping in anyway. You got the ability, but let's give you the rules and the tools. Let's teach you how to play, and let's teach you to get to know me. You see, I am the guy that used to teach Ken Yarborough, security chief at TRW and Asperian years ago. I'm the one that actually created what's called rapid scoring back then with Harold Stokes too. And guess what? Some of you, I don't care if you have good or bad credit, I have to build it up anyway. So let's understand something. Write down Credit Services Act. Write it down because you got to find out something right now. Credit repair is a scam. All they're doing is writing stupid letters. Not mine, never late. Kind of like a couple of you tried to do that anyway, and it didn't work. Do you know they're not even supposed to collect money up front? But there's over 10,000 companies doing that every day. They'll even reference you to what? The Credit Repair Organization Act. You see, when you Google that, it'll take you to the Federal Trade Commission. They actually regulate personal credit. So today, let's build a relationship as well as your dreams. Let's see what I can do to change your life. All right, get you to the workshop with me. Now, the NACB certified only one person on the planet. By the way, that was me, having fun, trying to help people like you. So we got the ability to listen if these are turned on today, and I pray that they are. Now, remember something, all right? I'm going to be blunt, so please don't take it personally. I want to repackage your house, your car, and your bank account. Sorry, I think you're doing it all wrong anyway. But the difference is I can get you to $1 million. I can guarantee that. Couple, you might even get to $1 billion if you pay attention enough. So we got a choice today. Credit. Oh, I love credit. I love credit. It's so much fun. You see, the moment I learned about credit as a kid, I didn't have to steal the meat out of a trash can anymore. When I found myself in a coma in 2009, I used credit to save my life again. You got a choice today, but here's what you have to hear. You always hear these ding-dongs saying, money for a rainy day. You know what? To me, that's a bunch of crap. It's called blah, blah, blah. You see, you got to have safety credit. These are each $50,000 a piece. There's $100,000. Problem is $100,000 of personal credit. I can't write off the credit card or the interest rate at all, but I got it. But I got to have my rules and tools and learn what safety credit means to me. So today, let's listen and learn. Now, there's one thing about all of you. Today, you got an emergency. All right, you need $5,000 now. Do you ever notice when you ask your friends and family, they say no? You ever notice that people around you want to keep you down anyway? And then the bank, they say no. But if you had safety credit, the way I would train you, and make sure you understand the rules and the tools, you'd have a $5,000 credit card. And if you had to max that sucker out, it's $50 a month. This could basically solve a problem for you if you had the discipline, the rules, the tools, and how to play the game and win. $50 a month, the average person, most of you're pissing away $30 to $45 a day. Oh, well, what can I say? You see, I don't know if it's you, but they say that everybody but me, I don't do that, they take and they waste $140 a week on a bunch of crap. Is that you? Do you do that at all? So let's understand something today. If I take the Venture or the Venture One card and I max it out and it's $50,000, the payment is only $612.26. So what the average person is pissing away every month, all right, they could have bought 2 pizzas today and started a business. So let's do this. Let's get the rules, the tools, and the discipline, and let me do the work for you. That way you don't screw it up anymore, and I'll train you at the same time. But the reality is it's going to be up to you. You see, what you get to do, like I said in the beginning today, plan on the problem. The problem is people fall down and go, boo-hoo-hoo. Plan on the problem. You're going to get pissed off getting on the freeway. You're going to get a flat tire. You're going to get a ticket. Someone's going to get in your way. The bank's going to tell you no. And the reality is you're going to have safety credit in the line of defense, and you're going to see it, believe, and go get it anyway. All right? Despite all that crap, we got no choice today because guess what? If you don't listen to me, you're going to stay stuck. And that kind of sucks. Now, why do you got an SSN? Can you tell me why you got an SSN? Are you in there somewhere? Think about it. You got one. Why? Because you were told as a teenager to go get a job and get an SSN. So you act like a bunch of sheep. And then you got it. Now if you screw up, you're the duck. Quack, quack some more. Because when they sue you and screw you, you better damn well duck. So guess what happens today? Our government bonds us each. That's right, we are the collateral for the United States of America. That's why they do the consensus too. And ever since Nixon took the gold standard out, hell, they've been printing money 24/7. Let's print some more money today. You got a choice to play the game. Now, I'd like you to write down Ray's rules. Can you do that for me, please? The next step is we want $100,000 of credit. Every one of you should have $100,000 of credit, personal credit. Remember, you can't write off the card or the interest rate at all. All that's good is for safety credit. Okay, so let's understand. The rules are simple. 29%. Don't you ever jack up a card past 29%. You jack it up, this credit score drops. That's on you. Now, do not take money and credit from the family. All right, let's understand something. If you had safety credit of $71,000 and you lost your job, that would give you a salary for 1 year. You could play catch up, not fall down. By the way, in case there's a pandemic or COVID-19, might want to wipe you out. You can say cash advance, kiss my ass. But again, it's a choice to you. When you take money and credit from the family, you hurt the family. Why would you do that? Do yourself a favor, write it down. Never bring the pain home ever again, because that would be silly and dumb. We don't want to do that anymore. You got a choice today. Listen to Ray's rules and tools. We're going to learn how to play the game. And don't worry, there's me at 5.5 years old. I went down that big street called Delane Street in Torrance and Redondo Beach head first. I was in a coma. They told me I'd never walk again. Now, what am I supposed to do? I remember the lady saying, if you got to go pee-pee, ring the bell. I rang it till my hand was numb. I crawled on my belly to the toilet, go pee-pee. See, I don't stay down. Why do you? And then I found myself in another damn coma in 2009 while I'm worth $2.6 billion. Then my life got destroyed and I had to rebuild it again. I still don't stay down. Again, why do you? I don't get it. There's me in a coma waiting to die. What am I going to do? Go boo-hoo-hoo? No, thank you. Where do you park your corporate yachts and race boats? You see, being the second largest advertiser in Los Angeles for 32 years before the coma, I brought in my money before I even started to help people years ago. I didn't have to help them at all. I just wanted to make a difference in the world today and even back then. So here I'm laying ready to die. All right, they couldn't make up their damn mind. Are they going to call it COVID-9? All right, Pandemic 9? Or hell, they're going to call it H1N1. What do I give a damn what they call it? All I care is I'm laying there to die. And that kind of sucked. So guess what today? I don't got no whine, boo-hoo-hoo. You see, they brought the oxygen tanks to the house. Hell, that was embarrassing back then. But you know what? I didn't get a mommy and a daddy and a family. I got me and God. That's all I got. So what am I supposed to do? The bills need to be paid and the family needs to eat. My wife and my kids. So I drugged that damn oxygen tank around. I put my credit score back to an 820. Then I popped $1 million of credit again. I don't stay down. Why do you? You got the ability today, but you don't get a do-over. You get to live or die. But it's up to you. COVID-19 can wipe you out. I'm going to think about the one thing. If I could have wore a mask the day before the friggin' coma, I would have put a bell around my friggin' head. Because who wants to lay there being dead? I sure didn't want to be. So guess what? Today, why don't you think about wearing a mask? Yes, I know you don't think it's going to violate you. It's going to hurt you at all. That's okay. Go kiss Grandma and Grandpa if you got one of those. Don't worry, in 3 weeks you won't have one at all. Because you probably just killed them because you were so dummy not wearing a damn mask today. It's just an opinion. When you get my Millionaires Founders Kit, I'll give you a cap, a t-shirt, or a mask. Maybe one of them, maybe two. You never know. Now, here's the thing. I've never been comfortable a day in my life. Never. All right? If you're comfortable and you're just kicking back, don't worry. You're a loser. You're never going to make it. See, the people that are comfortable will never make the dream. They just barely get by. Guess what? That's not you. So we're going to make sure you get to the million. Some of you, hell, you're going to even get to the billion if you get out of your own damn way. Now, let's see what I did today. This morning, I woke up at 2:25. I dropped to my knees and I said, thank you, Jesus, for another day. Then I went and found a mirror. I've been doing what's called a raised mirror test since I was 2.5 years old. I remember looking in the mirror, 2.5. See, I didn't get to be a kid. I got to be a grown-up because I had to get out of hell. So guess what I did today? After I said, thank you, Jesus, for another day, I went and go look in a mirror. I want you to try this once. I want you to find out what it really will do for you. Literally, I look in a mirror and I stare at myself for 2 minutes at least. I stop time, I take responsibility for me, and I don't have anything unused excuses like some of you do. And then I comb my teeth and I comb my hair. I ask myself 2 questions. Have I completed everything I need to? The answer is no. Then why the hell are you sleeping in past 4:30 in the morning? What's wrong with you? Is there more to be done? Always. But here's the problem I've noticed for 43 years, and it just pisses me off to no end, that everybody I've ever met say, I talk to my friends and family about an idea I got. Why would you do that? I don't get it. God gives you an idea, a vision, or a dream. He gave it to you, and then you go ask some dummy what they think. All right? Stop asking anybody what they think. All right? Let's just go get it. Every time you ask somebody, they cloud your direction, and you give up. Do yourself a favor. Give me 90 days. And shut up. Don't tell anybody what you're going to do. Shh. I'll hand you the fish. I'll teach you how to fish. I'll teach you how to get out of your own damn way. And we're going to go get it today. All right? Don't tell them what you're going to do. All right? The bottom line is, have they ever made $1 million or $1 billion like me? Would you like to be next? It'll be up to you. We got the choice today. What I really want you to do is have some fun. Because when we're making money, that's the key to it all. See, I got 194 goals I want to do now. All right? It's kind of fun, too. We all have the goal and the dream. You ever notice that, too? We all want that break we're waiting for and we need. So today, I'd like to basically talk about your friends and your family around you. You ever notice sometimes they get in your way? And if you end up falling down again, you must get up again and find yourself. Let me see if I can be your break today. All right? Because I can get you to $1 million. You want $1 million? Let's see. This is $1 million card. If I had to get you 10 of these, that's $1 million if I made them 100,000 apiece. How many would you like? Because we got to get corporate credit because we need to write off the card and the interest rate. Your problem is you think about all the rich and famous people. Let's think about you. Let's go play by the rules and the tools and let's win. I like to win every day, don't you? So let's do this today. Let's go chase the money. Let's go chase the dream. Let's go chase the carrot too. I love money. Money is one of my best friends. It always has been. See, with money, I don't have to eat out of a trash can. I don't have to beg anymore. And what do I get to do? I get to pay my bills, help my family, and help you. So let's go get the money today. Let's have some fun. But again, that's up to you too if you want to stay in your way. We got to have fun. That's what we got to do. Because me, I like making money. All right? We get to do anything we want to. By the way, you're going to have to basically follow through this time. Yes, the last time you fell down, you kind of gave up and went boo-hoo-hoo. You see, we're getting older, slower. We're not as purry as we used to be. Go back to the job you hate. Go ahead. Eventually, they're going to fire you anyway. Then you're going to drive an Uber and deliver some pizza. Is that your true American dream? It sure the hell isn't mine, but that's up to you. See, what I want you to do is listen and learn. Being with Mrs. Hope, the she-devil from hell, I'll never forget it because it pissed me off to no end. And you know what? They had a poker game every Wednesday night. I stayed outside my little bedroom, which actually was the pantry next to the garage, and I wrote down little things they would say. All the people playing the damn poker game. You know what I heard one time? They said a corporation's a legal person. Oh, I circled that and I wrote it down. I circled it 10 times. You see, here's me. I just heard my way out of hell if I could figure it out. So I went to the Torrance Police Department because I knew there was a library next door. I asked the lady there, how can I look up a book? She says, here's a microfiche, here's a book. She was real nice that day. I was so excited. I couldn't sleep all night. I couldn't wait. You see, I'm looking for the book that's got the blueprint, the rules, the tools, all right, and the instruction manual. And you know what? I'm so excited. I'm ready to go. Then I got pissed off some more. You know, please, today, show me any book that gives you the rules, the tools, how to play the game and win every time. And the person who wrote the friggin' book is helping you personally. It doesn't exist. It's kind of like those motivational guys. I think it's great. All right, all that blah, blah, blah today. You spend thousands of dollars for crap. A week later, you fall on your assets. You see, you need the same thing everybody needs. It's called the rules and the tools. So I read book after book after book from the 7.5 to 9.5 years old. Damn it, it didn't exist. So I created my own blueprint. I brought in 100,000, a million, a double billion. Because I can't let anybody get out of my way. I got to get the hell out of hell. So you got a choice today. That's the Millionaires Founders Kit. That's a real estate series. And you got the financial series too. And don't forget the first one I wrote 43 years ago called Winning the Business, the Game of Business. Because I don't want to be stressed out like most of you. That kind of sucks. So the bottom line is you can play today and you can listen and learn and you can stuck with me all day tomorrow. Tomorrow is what? 9 classes all through the day. I've been doing seminars, workshops, and boot camps for over 43 years. Where the hell have you been? Don't you want to listen and learn and have some fun and let me hand you the fish and teach you how to fish and get out of your own damn way? We'll have fun all day. I want you to read the directions. Can you do that for me, please? I want you to go step by step, 1 to go. Reach the damn goal, not a bunch of BS. Every book I read about success and secrets, what kind of crap is that? If you know something, tell people. Help them. God gave you the way to do it, and you won't tell him, and it's a secret? Oh, give me a break. Put your life together. Read the instruction manual. Damn it, it's all you got to do. I wrote it with the KISS method. Keep it simple. Stupid. Because when I learn something new, I feel stupid. I want to master it every time. So Millionaire Founders Kit, 12 books and CDs. Then you get stuck with me 24/7. Won't that be some fun? But again, got to go back to the IQ God gave me off the chart with total recall on most things. Thank you, Jesus. But guess what I get to do? The 12 books and CDs, you can get them too. It's kind of fun. Now here's the real estate module. It's kind of fun too. But I'm used to doing basically bigger projects. All right, commercial real estate, all right, apartment complexes. I'm the guy that invented Homestead Blocker, a UCC one with a chattel mortgage too. I know you need to learn that as well. You know, if you want to become the bank or buckets of money, I love that one. And tax balancing, you can. You see, the office like to sell this for about $1,000. You know what's funny? When I was at the Marriott in Long Beach for 40 years, or even the Bonaventure in Los Angeles for 32, I'd sell that set of books for $20,000, and there was a line around the hotel. I made the news many times. Isn't that fun? But today, if you want to, the office is trying to give it away for $999. But if you do it while I'm doing a webinar, may I just give it away for $499? Because I want you to get the rules and the tools, and I want you to play with me. I gotta have fun. Like my wife says all the time, this is my hobby. Could you imagine? I haven't had a paycheck for 20 years. I don't need one. What am I supposed to do during the day if I'm not helping you? Be bored? I got enough projects to play the game. Now, if you get those books and CDs today, you might get a mask, a hat, or a t-shirt too. You never know. But you will get stuck with me. Zelle, wire, or deposit. That's how we get paid here today. Oh, by the way, I want you to think about something. Between my inventions, my patents, and my books and CDs and all kinds of fun things too, I've written hundreds of books. By the way, I got a new one coming out called Jesus is Not a Drive-Through. You see, being a Christian is a way of life, not just a moment in time. And when Joel stole that, I had to say, hey, Joel, that's mine. So guess what we get to do today? Remember, all right, we're going to have some fun. All right, guys, every time you look and turn around and close your eyes, Jesus is right there for you. He's here every moment. All we got to do is call on him. But that's coming out in 2021. We're going to have fun today, too. So let's do this. Hey, let me rebuild your credit. Can I do it my way, please? All right, I think all of you, you're just guessing and you're screwing it up anyway. Let me rebuild your credit. And let me do the rapid refresh, something that God gave me a couple years ago. I created it. I own the rights. No one else can do it on the planet but me. So how about a credit line? Would you like a couple of those, one or two? How about articles, books, CDs, and classes? Now you're stuck with me. Now I want you to write this down. Don't you ever take a credit card past 29%. You do that, then you jacked it up, and guess what happened to your score? You dropped it again. Don't do that anymore. I got to make you a qualified CFO. Don't you get that yet? You've got to be a CFO, Chief Financial Officer. You better play the game right. I don't understand why you don't, but we can have fun. You see, my Rapid Refresh program, it pushes credit scores up 200 points. Would you like me to do you next? Let me know, because we're going to master Ray's rules and tools. Now, if you're looking at a LifeLock like Mark, who started it, who was a crook then and even a crook now, it's okay. They've been indicted so many damn times. If you're paying them every month, good luck. The last time they had to pay them $100 million because they're a bunch of damn crooks. But that's just typical because people just follow like sheep. It's about time you step up to the plate and learn how to play the game. With me, there's 4 points of income. First, we got to play with real estate because I like making millions and millions of dollars. The next thing is if you get a property to fix it up, we're going to call it a flippity-dippity-do. Is that okay with you? Maybe a duplex, a fourplex, maybe an apartment complex too. Now, I can get you in a franchise today, but we got to pick one that's open through COVID-19. So we might get you a McDonald's, a Taco Bell, or a Wendy's when they got the beef. Is that okay with you? Now, we can do profit sharing too. That's kind of fun. Now, by the way, I used to incorporate all your rich and famous people, from Lakers to Clippers and on. Kind of fun. I made them millionaires and billionaires. And did you know there's 84 ways to leverage money and credit today? The reason I know is I invented every one of those ways, but I'm only going to teach you 3 or 4. I can turn these into 99 more. How many would you like? The problem is you got to learn how to play, and you got to learn Ray's rules today. Now, there's a Lamborghini in front of you. My favorite car, one of my first cars I ever got anyway. So here's what I want you to think. Pay tax or buy a Lamborghini. Now, what does that mean to you? All the people you see that are rich and famous people today, they ride off their company car and they have the one that they want. But not you. You barely get a paycheck. You get the leftover after it's been taxed. Then you pay for a car you should not. And then you take money and credit from the family and you roll the dice. And then you bring the pain home. Why do you do that? I don't get that. I don't understand. I don't compute. You see, you can get a car under a tax ID at fleet price. Isn't it about time you learn how to play the game? What's wrong with you? You don't know Ray's rules yet? Don't worry, as I go nationwide, we're going to change the whole world today. And by the way, you probably use your paycheck called taxable income to pay the payment, the gas, registration, insurance too, don't you? Can you say the word no from now on, please? I want you driving a company car. Tax ID, fleet price. Can you tell me what car you want? Because at the workshop, we'll use it as an exercise in the game, and we'll go get the car for you, and the keys too. Stop bringing the pain home, because that's silly and dumb. There's a science behind all the madness, and all you got to do is have some fun. You see, you got that SSN, remember? Because you were told to be a sheep when you got a job as a teenager. So now you're a duck. So when they sue you, screw you, you have to duck. That kind of sucks too. Remember, you got one SSN. The Federal Trade Commission today says 97% are screwed up. Maybe a couple of you. Let's see. Can you do yourself a favor right now? Come on, ladies. I want you to pull your SSN, which is your Social Security card, out of your purse. And your purse is next to your feet right now. Gentlemen, pull it out of your pocket. It's in your back pocket in your wallet. I want you to read it, because you probably haven't done it either. All right, if you did, you didn't pay attention, because it tells you not to carry with you, don't laminate, don't use for variety purposes. Hell, it tells you it's not even yours. So why you got it? Because they told you to, because you like being a sheep. You better learn to raise rules and tools, learn how to play the game, because you only get one of those. You get one chance to screw up. No wonder everyone's screwed up, because you didn't learn how to play the game by using raised rules and tools. Let's see if we can change you today, because it's kind of fun. Can you write down SS4 times 4? Write it down some more. Come on, you look at an application today, it says SSN, SS4. You probably the SS4, you tried one, didn't you? And you went, boom! You fell on the floor because you didn't know what the hell you're going to do. Well, by the way, as an affiliate, I'm allowed to set up credit reports for you. Now, a corporation, you don't name it after you. That'd be kind of dumb. By the way, you don't name what it does. That's double dum-dum. Then you got to write down a line of defense. Can you do that for me, please? The way I designed this in 1986, I want you to have a division for real estate, franchise, current business. You see, I have the ability for every tax ID to get you a $100,000 credit card. Here's one here. How about $1 million card too? How many would you like? You see, the problem with you don't know how to play the damn game. All right, and you've all pissed away thousands of dollars before. All right, on a bunch of ding-dongs going blah, blah, blah today. You got a choice. I want you to remember what I offered you earlier. $100,000 of personal credit. You see, these are pretty. They come with checkbooks too. But I can't write off a damn credit card for me personally. I can't write off the card or the interest rate at all. So we got to call personal credit for safety, for the family. And we don't want to hurt the family. We don't ever want to bring the pain home, because that'd be silly and dumb. Raise rules, kind of, all right, fun. You got an SSN and an SS4. Who wants to be the duck some more? Is it going to be you? Are you still going to be a quack today? You see, debt falls SSN, SS4. You get one of these, you get more of these. Which one do you want to play? You got a choice today to learn how to play the game. You can play with me, because I'm going to give you raise rules and tools. You see, you got an SSN, that equals a 1040. All right, you get 1 or 2 write-offs if you're lucky. Oh, the SS4, all right, almost no liability, and they write off the credit card, the interest rate, the depreciation value. Hell, they write off almost everything they get to do, because you don't know how to play the game yet, do you? Let's play the game. Let's make sure we understand raise rules. It's kind of fun, too. You see, I get to take every SS4, and I get to build an Experian, an Equifax, and a TransUnion, too. How many would you like today? We're just going to use raise rules and tools. You got the ability. All right, now if you're watching me on Google, Facebook, and YouTube, that's kind of fun. But guess what? You're missing the PowerPoint in front of me. You might just think about going to raisewebinar.com and get the full overview. Now let's read it. This is chapter 18. All right, it's right in front of you. It says a corporation's a legal person. It may sue or be sued. Oh my goodness, it is. Ooh, that's what I heard when I was 7.5 years old. Not here to give you legal advice, but we can all read chapter 18, can we not? So guess what we get to do? The United States of America Incorporated. Oh my goodness. They set up their line of defense. It's called every state. Every state's a corporation. Every state set up their line of defense. It's called a city. Every city's a corporation too. You've even watched a couple of those file bankruptcy in the past. By the way, they got their own little bankruptcy called a Chapter 9. That's what they ought to do. They got their line of defense, but not you. What's wrong with you? You don't know how to play the game yet? You got to learn how to play, because you are we the people. The Supreme Court says so, the constitutional rights too. You are we the people. What's wrong with you? You don't know how to step up to the plate and play the game yet? Play with me. I'll teach you some rules and tools. I'll change your life. Oh, by the way, Nixon took the gold standard out. Ever since then, they got the key to the printing press. They haven't stopped printing money 24/7. Whee! Let's print some more today. Now remember, you got your SSN as a teenager, because you were told to get a job. That way you're a sheep. And when you screw up, you're a duck. Because when they try to sue you, screw you, you better damn well duck. Now here's what I want you to think about today. Mama just delivered a baby this morning. But ever since Nixon took the gold standard out, if Mama don't sign that SSN form, all right, within 3 hours, baby can't go in the stroller, and the car seat can't go home. You think Mama's going to sign the form to get her baby to go home with her? I bet you she will. Now you know why you got an SSN. But again, it's a choice up to you. Remember what I said. SS 4 times 4. Did you write it down? I bet you didn't write it down at all. I bet you're just staring at me. The reality is a corporation with a tax ID. Line of defense, 3 more divisions, 2. We're going to play the game. Don't you want to play with me? I want to play with you. We've got to have fun today. Come on, let's learn how to play the game. Because we get to win. Why would you bring the pain home again? I don't get that. Stop being the duck. Quack, quack some more. Understand your SSN, that's safety credit for your family. Don't ever screw with that ever again. Corporation with a tax ID gets a corporate credit report. Then we set up the line of defense. And every division, 2. Guess what happens if something goes wrong with a piece? We get rid of the piece and keep the other pieces, too. We get to play the game, just like rich and famous people do, too. We get to play. We get to win. We get to win every day from now on. All you got to do is play by Ray's rules and tools. That's all you got to do. Stop bringing the pain home. I mean, let's understand, if Mr. Trump can bankrupt 4 corporations in the past, all right, not bring the pain home, so could you. If rich and famous people file bankruptcy every day and say rich and famous every day, so could you. Wells Fargo Bank, I don't like them at all. They stole my identity twice. They were set up in 1852. You know what? They basically stole identity. All those employees are a bunch of crooks. You know what? They got fined $3 billion. They wrote it off. They got away with it and shut down 457 locations. They didn't give a damn about anybody, including you or me. Oh, by the way, you white cities file bankruptcy too, but they're corporations, but not you. You see, you got to learn to play the game. It's called Ray's Rules and Tools if you want to play. You see, credit cards get your credit score. Credit score gets you more like a house and a car. A house and a car don't do a damn thing for you. They look pretty, let's just screw them up. So what's the rule? Don't screw it up. It's Ray's Rules. By the way, remember what I said. Don't jack up a car past what? 29%. If you do, that's on you, and you drop your credit score some more. You got the rules. You got to play. You get to stuck with me today and at the workshop. Let's go learn some more rules and tools, and let's play to win this time. Is that okay with you? You see, I'd like to basically rebuild your credit my way, because I don't care. I'll take on anybody on this planet in an open forum with the IQ God gave me with total recall. Believe me, they run away with their tail between their legs, all right, when it comes to this. So guess what? I'd like to get you a 720. I would charge you $499. The rapid refresh system I developed because God gave it to me to give you, it pushes you up to an 820. That's $499 more. Together, these are $998. But wait, I love that from our show for 30 years. It's great. By the way, here's what I like to do. I want to take away all your damn excuses, because that's what most people have. So whatever you do with me, I'm going to hand you cash credit. That's right. I'm going to take away all the excuses, because I'm going to change the world for you. I'm going to put you in my credit educational class on Saturdays at 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. I want you to learn and not screw this up and again anymore. Now, the office sells it for $998. That's okay. But when I do a webinar, I give it away for $499. And I give you twice as much you invested in yourself. Now, what excuse you got? Oh, nothing. You stubbed your toe? All right, you don't know how to say yes, so you say no? I don't know what's wrong with you. I can push you up to an 820. We can have more fun. See, having fun is a game, and we got to play it right. You see, the credit rebuilding program is 90 days or less. And I don't give a damn about your mess. I'll clean it up anyway. You got 877-519-7509 if you want to play with me. It's up to you. We take Zelle, wire, or deposit. Take a picture of that page. You're probably going to need it today. So let's think about this. I broadcast twice a day live because I don't like pre-recorded crap. On Saturdays, I do all my classes live too. People who know they're going to a class can fax me or type in the questions during the class as well, because I want to make sure they don't stay stuck. They get stuck with me and I never pass the buck. So guess what you get to do? You get to play with me. And what are we going to do? Don't worry, like this client. I said, you pissed me off. What the hell's wrong with you? He goes, what? Yeah, you're damn right. You're screwing up my program. Okay? I'm going to drag your butt up the hill. You crashed a rapid twice. You jacked up your card. You lost 33 more points. I thought you said you wanted to get this done. What the hell's wrong with you? He goes, Ray, I said, damn right. You see, I knew one thing. If I gave him shit, he'll never forget I gave him shit. And he would basically step up to the plate. I wanted to piss him off that day, and I did. And I said, get your butt back to the workshop because you're screwed up. You know what I did from there? I said, raise rules one more time. Remember what they are? I told him flat out, you take $726 because I'm going to tell you step by step what you need to do if you have to do one or two things at all. And you pay those cards back to 29%. I'm 100% success rate. All right, because I follow through. The only thing that takes long is because of you. And then I throw them in another rapid refresh. I popped them 120,000 of credit. All you got to do is listen to me, and we'll use raise rules and tools. Now, if you want to make some money, that's kind of fun too. Get everybody you know in a webinar with me. They Zell in will Zell you back up to 20% on a given day, because that's half the fun too. Now, one of the things that may be being dropped off, Redondo Beach Pier every morning at 6:30 by Mrs. Hope, the she-devil from hell. When I saw Marina Del Rey, Torrance Rocks, Palos Verdes, I saw the money. I've been studying every rich and famous people I can since the day I remember that. So let's understand something. Here's Walt Disney. They filed bankruptcy 7 times in the past, kind of like a couple of you. You know what they did because they know how to play the game? They got $1 billion in the bank. They didn't want to pay tax. So they wrote an IOU to themselves. Could you imagine they're screwing with $1 billion, paying no damn tax? I'm trying to get you to wake up and get you to the first million. If you just listen to me, it's kind of fun too. Corporations don't pay tax till they make a profit. Don't ever forget the United States of America Incorporated. They set up their line of defense, but why didn't you? The states set them up because they have the cities. That's their line of defense for the cities too. Why didn't you? See, the problem is you're kind of stuck because you don't know how to play the game. And half of you, hell, you spent $3,000 plus for a damn corporation and a piece of paper. And they say that 96% don't do a damn thing without it as well because they don't know what's next. I'm your next. Won't that be kind of fun? All right, this U.S. Supreme Court says, we the people, your constitutional right, you are we the people. Don't you get this yet? You can step up to the plate and play the game and win too. But that's up to you. Well, let's talk about you one more time about personal credit. Can't write it off. All right, got to be safety credit. Now, the next thing we got to look at is corporation. Let's see who wins. See, the corporation gets to write off the card, the interest rate, the depreciation value, and more and more and more. They get to have fun. Well, let's write down a couple things like the way I designed it in 1986. How about we get 8 credit cards per division, up to 9 lines of credit, 8 supply cards, 10 vendor cards, 10 marketing cards, lease cards. How about we get some fleet gas cards and some cash cards too? Won't be that kind of fun? Corporations writes it all off, and what do? You're going, boo, the rich and famous people don't pay enough tax. What do I say? Shut up and join them. That's all you got to do. Get your butt to the workshop with me. We'll learn how to make you a qualified CFO. All you got to do is play the rules and the tools, and you can win every day. But it's like me. I'm an affiliate to 115 creditors. First thing I'd tell you to do is quit using the authorized user crap. And don't spend thousands of dollars on trade lines. It's a bunch of crap too. All right? I don't get why people even waste their money on that. But again, I got to make you a qualified CFO. I got to rebuild you my way. Because we're going to use raise rules. Is that okay with you? You got the ability to allow me to use every SS4 to create an Experian, an Equifax, and a TransUnion too. How many credit reports would you like? All right, to build your American dream, the corporation and the divisions for you, using raise rules, of course. We got the ability to do this right. By the way, I'm the guy that invented 113 ways to daisy chain credit. Turn every one of these into 99 more. How many would you like? But we got to use corporate credit. Why? It's the only thing you get to write off. So we get corporate credit and get the American dream like everybody else does. But we use raise rules. Is that okay with you? So the ability is this. If you got the intent to do fraud or rip somebody off, hell, you're not going to do that on my dime. I'll be the first one to testify against you and put your assets in jail where you belong. You're not going to be a crook. Well, by the way, look what just floated in front of you. 3 divisions. Can you write down your first blueprint with me? Corporation, line of defense, 3 divisions, 2. See, a corporation should never do business, just get credit. It should maintain and manage the divisions because they're the ducks, not you. Corporation with a tax ID, division with tax IDs. What if something goes wrong? What are we going to do? We're going to pull a Donald Trump, a city, a state, rich and famous people too. Hell, let's pull a Wells Fargo as well. Why not? Let's disconnect, isolate, incorporate. If I can't save it, sorry, I'm going to have to bankrupt a piece. But I'm going to keep the other pieces. And I'll sure in the hell not bring the pain home. That's silly and dumb. Why would I have to do that at all? All right, I'm going to learn how to master Ray's rules and tools. I'm going to learn to win every day and let nothing get in my way. But again, it's up to you. See, it's like when you bought your house. Sorry to say, you probably did it wrong. Don't take it personally. I would have told you to write down Ray's rules. Remember what I said earlier today? I want to repackage your house, your car, your bank account, everything you do, because I think you do it wrong anyway. So here's the thing. Escrow works for you, but you let them tell you what to do. I don't get that. Ray's rules are pretty simple. Okay? All right? It should have been escrow closed, escrow homestead, escrow recorded in a trust. If you do not have your assets or your house in a trust today, and you die, you get stuck into probate. Your family got nothing. Shame on you. If somebody sues you and screws you, they take it away. Again, shame on you. I can only tell you what you need to do. If you don't want to listen, that's up to you. All I know is one thing. All right, you have the ability to download the forms for free. But again, that's up to you. Let's go back to having more fun. Called a flippity-dippity-do in the property you want to fix up. You know what you're going to do? You're going to hire a contractor. Oh, the contractor's going to hire the subcontractors. They stand outside Home Depot. They're good workers. But you know what's going to happen? Listen carefully. They're going to cut every corner they can, and when they slip and fall, they're going to sue you and screw you and take all you got. Because you didn't listen to me. What did I tell you in the beginning today? Plan on the problems. They're coming your way no matter what you say or do. Someone's going to try to take it away. This is what I want you to do from now on in every property you ever touch. I want it quickly and deed to a division. Write it down. I want assignment of equity. Write it down. This way they can't sue you at all. And at the end of the day, they get diddly squat. Why not? Maybe you don't do these things because A, you don't want to, or you didn't have to fight to get out of hell like I had to. Your choice is simple. You can learn to master the rules and the tools if you want to. It's called Ray's Rules. You have the ability to change your life now. But unfortunately, I always meet like Mark here. He's on the thing this morning, now today too. And I told Mark yesterday when I talked to him on the phone, why are you a dummy? Why did you do that? He says, I didn't want to pay tax, Ray. Same BS I hear from everybody when I ask this question. Why the hell were you playing peekaboo with the IRS? I don't get it. The only way anybody could ever win is to play by the damn rules. That's how you win a game. Play by the rules and just be as smart as the rest of the people around you, if not more. Like I told him yesterday, now you got to get to the irs.gov. You got to download a form called 656 or 433A and B. Don't you realize a corporation doesn't pay tax till it makes a profit anyway? You can't even get your COVID-19 check. Get your butt back in the system if you're one of those dummies too. You got a choice today to use Ray's Rules and Tools. But here's what we're going to do. When I was a kid, they gave me shit about everything I did. No matter what, because I could write with two hands and talk at the same time. All right, no matter what. And you know what? I'm the original OPM. They even gave me crap about that too. Guess what I want you to do? Have 4 more divisions. Can you write it down, please? I'd like you to have a division. All right, literally for carpet, appliances, fixtures, and wood. I want to show you exactly how to go to the manufacturer. Save up to 70%. By the way, I don't want to pay a bill at all. No, I don't. Every business I've ever started, I never start with any money at all. Because if I'm as smart as I think I am, why would I want to use my money anyway? I want you to get a 60 or a 90 day. You don't have to pay a damn bill. So that way when you fix it up, escrow, they'll actually pay the bill when they close and sell it too. Now you got $200,000 left over. What are you going to do? Some of you are going to act like you're rich. $200,000 fits in my damn jacket pocket. Don't you ever act like you're rich, because you just begun. So guess what? If you take that money and piss it away again, shame on you. I'll bet you every one of you had $10,000 to $100,000 in the past, and I'll bet you pissed it away, and some of you are broke today. Write down 3 things. Raise rules. Leveraging money. Borrow money's not taxable. Write it down. It's about time you take the line of defense and you learn to win every time, every day, using raise rules. Now let's understand the banks. I love this great fun things. You know, when I had my location in Irvine, 22,000 square feet, office around the globe, making $1 million plus a day, that was fun too, before my damn coma. The bank would call up every morning and go, what can I do for you, Ray? If I said come over, they come over in a second. Anyway, you see, when the banks get to verify themselves, they always go, yes, yes. So let's teach you how to play the game. Remember, banks, they get to borrow from the feds times 10 and loan up to times 5 to us. So what if we learn how to play, and I tell you the right CD to put it in, line of credit, bank account too. What are we doing today? Creating 3 reference points of $600,000. Remember what I said about the banks and the feds? They get to loan you up to times 5. That's $3 million. Borrow money's not taxable. Let's take $2 million of that borrow money. Let's go buy a McDonald's today, the Big Mac and fries, and would you like a chocolate shake? Let me know. The only thing in your way today is you. You might want to get the hell out of your own damn way. Now, if you're going to say you don't have $20,000, I don't care. What I care about is you making a commitment to yourself and your family. That's why I dedicate myself to help people in the first place. So I don't give a damn you got $1,000 or $25,000. Before you spend any damn money, you better borrow and leverage the hell out of it first. Because if you spend $1,000 or $25,000, what's left in your hand? Nothing. What are they going to give you? Nothing. You better learn how to play this damn game. See, $1,000 just became 15 to 50 to 100,000 to $1 million. 25 became 375. $1 million faster. Now, if all you want to do is make $24,000 positive cash flow after you pay all your bills, let's get you 4 pizzas today. Maybe you want another type of franchise, a McDonald's, a Wendy's when they got the beef, or a Taco Bell. Doesn't matter to me. We get to make money no matter what we do. Now, let's understand something for me. I never have taken money out of my pocket to start a business. Why the hell would I do that? That wouldn't be any damn fun. It's like when I wanted the Rolex. I wanted it for free. You ready to watch me do a free Rolex? Hell, they wanted basically $89,000 for the Rolex, but wholesale price was $39,000. I set up a division. I got it at wholesale price. They overnighted the watch. The bill isn't due for 30 days. I put a loan on a watch I did not own. Damn, isn't that fun? I paid the invoice. The left or right put in the bank to maintain the payments on the watch I did not own. And at the end of the day, I got it for free. Why wouldn't I? Don't you want to play with me yet? It's up to you, learning the rules and the tools. All day tomorrow, I got workshops coming up. You can get stuck with me and change your life immediately. We're going to use raise rules and tools. Is that okay with you? It's like the business opportunity you all have. Every one of you can literally take C-191D under any corporation, and you can loan out money 8 different ways. And all you got to do is pretty simple. What if we took $50,000 off this $100,000 card? Kind of fun. Let's find 5 people who need to save their house and need $10,000. That's kind of easy to find right now. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put a second trustee on their house. Then I'm going to call that company. It's my money. I want it now. See, they factor in 12 hours or less. I'm going to do a homestead blocker and a chattel mortgage too. Now, what did I just create? So if the payment is, all right, $612.26, I now, after the payment, I have $2,449 of cash flow freed at my time. Oh, if I did $100,000, that's $4,800 a month. If I do $150, that's $73.47. I can create my own cash flow free at my time just by using a corporation and its credit today. Then what's wrong with anybody else not playing the damn game? It's called raise rules and tools. Maybe you want to play with me. You see, it's like the Lamborghini's my favorite car. I got my first one when I was a teenager. What did you drive? Oh, by the way, I want to get the car under a tax ID and fleet price. Is it okay with you? Let me know what kind of car you want, because at the workshop we're going to play the game. Now, I'm never going to show you anything to entertain myself. I don't like all that blah, blah, blah. I like that one guy, here's $100,000. This is what I do on social media. All right. You know, when I talked to him, I said, show me your $100 million or shut the blankety up. I'm so tired of bullshit. It's ridiculous. $100,000 fits in my jacket pocket. The other one, there's secrets in the stock market. Oh my goodness. Everyone that you ever listen to, ask them how much money they got. Okay, I brought in millions and billions. I don't let people get in my damn way. Why would you? I'll show you the helicopters, the yachts, the race boats, the Ferraris, and the Lamborghinis too. You got to get out of your damn way because you're stuck, and that's got to be undone. We're going to use Ray's rules and tools. We're going to see it, believe it, and go get it every day. God's gift. There you are. All right, I used to park my race boat and my yacht in my backyard. Where'd you park yours again? I'm from Show Me State. Show me or shut up. I like the helicopters, the Lamborghinis, and the buildings too. Wouldn't you? You got a choice today. Now, please write down 2 more rules, please. Every time you use a checkbook or use a debit card, you pull out your driver's license. Here's where I live. Come rob my house when I'm not home. Come sue me, screw me, take it away. Stop it. I want your driver's license changed to a P.O. box or a mailing address. And before someone around you says you can't do it, understand something. We're using Ray's rules, and we're using the Schaefer bill. The Driver's Privacy Protection Act. It's about time you step up to the plate and protect your ass. Now, I don't know why you don't listen to me when you buy a damn car. But what did you do the last time? You let some guy with an ugly shirt and an ugly tie sweat you for 2.5 hours. You lost $5,000 plus. All right? You got 9 inquiries too. Wasn't that fun for you? Guess what? When they hand you the paper, if you're going to do it your way, all right, you got to pull your credit. Next to your signature, you write down this allows 1 inquiry only. You take a picture. You got to step up to the plate and learn how to win. See, I want to get you the car under the tax ID at fleet price. But I want you in the workshops with me. I want to get you to the million. Some of you might even pay attention and get to $1 billion. That'd be kind of fun too. That's why we're going to use Ray's rules. Now let's understand something today. Every one of you, what if you go to the bank or the grocery store and you bump somebody's car? I call it a little bumpity bump. But what they're going to do? Oh, they're going to scare the hell out of you. They're going to ask for your driver's license, your insurance, and your registration too. Your driver's license, your home address. Oh, the insurance. I'll bet you've been paying the insurance out of your paycheck. Why wouldn't you let the corporation pay for it, not you? Oh, by the way, you're the registered owner, aren't you? So you're definitely the duck. Isn't that fun? Then they're going to call one of those bloodsuckers off TV, one of those attorneys, and they're going to sue you, screw you, take everything you got because you didn't listen to me. What did I tell you in the beginning today? Plan on somebody getting in your way. Plan on somebody trying to take it away. You see, all you had to do is understand what's called a pink slip, a registered owner for you. That could have been a division and not you. The lien holder could be the corporation as well. So this way, what happens at the end of the day, they can't sue you. And literally what they do is they get diddly squat. Why not? But the reality is it's up to you. You have the ability to learn how to protect your ass, and never bring the pain home. You got to use Ray's rules and tools. It's how you learn to play the game. July 3rd, 2009, what did I do? I took my corporate yacht from my backyard. There's my address right there. You can check it out. And I said, fill it up. Corporate credit card, wrote off the card, the interest rate, and the yacht too. Why not? July 4th, we took people to watch the fireworks. And guess what we got to do after that? July 5th, I'm in a damn coma. That kind of sucks. The reality is simple. What am I going to do? Say boo-hoo-hoo? Not like me. I want to be like me, not like you. I drugged the oxygen tank around me for 5 weeks. I put my credit score back to an 820, and I popped another $1 million of credit for me. You got the choice today to use Ray's rules if you want to. God's using me to help you if you pay attention. In the coma, I made a promise I'd help people the rest of my life. Helping you. The reality is, I did one other thing for me. I named my son and daughter after me. My legacy will live on, called the Ray Reynolds University. We got the ability today, if you want to change your life, if you want to play with me all day tomorrow, it's 877-519-7509. If you call within 30 minutes, you're stuck with me and what I offered today. If you call after that, the sales team gets to get their commission and sell for whatever they want to. RaysRules.com is the voice of credit for you. Well, let's understand what a corporate setup does today. They say that most of you have one. Oh, good. You spend $3,000 on a piece of paper and don't know how to play. 96% of people don't do anything anyway. Let's do the articles, the oscillus, the tax ID. I want to give it to you for $9.99. Now you're stuck with me. I'm going to hand you the fish, but now I want you at the workshop with me. I want you for 3 months in the workshop, set up, listening to the rules and the tools and how to play the game. Then I want you in level 1, mastering the rules and the tools for the divisions and set up the line of defense. That's $9.99 too. Together, that's $19.98. But wait, there's more. The sales team sells it for that. I like to give it away for $17.99. Now, this way you learn the rules, the tools, and the discipline and the line of defense. And you don't bring the pain home anymore. What I do on that is I hand you $5,400 of cash credit. From there, that's 3 times you invested in yourself back to you. I give you the rapid refresh and the credit building too. By the way, I just took away all your excuses. You don't have any more excuses, do you? That's why we use Ray's rules and tools. All you got to do is Zelle, wire, make a deposit today. Now you're stuck with me. You can play with me all day tomorrow if you want to. They said the Titanic could not sink. Hell, it couldn't even turn. Colonel Sanders didn't get his first $1 million check till he was 71. Thomas Edison didn't give up. Why did a couple of you? Bannister was told, don't run the 400 miles, sir, you're going to die. He told the world to go to hell and do it his way anyway. For me, it's kind of fun. All right, they always told me what I couldn't do, and I just proved them wrong all the time. I'd kick in the door jams by the time I was 10 and a half. I used to kick the basketball hoop too. That's only 10 feet. I hold the world record since 1981. You see, for me, I didn't learn to jump. I learned how to fly. I accomplished all my goals by the time I was 26. Why didn't you? You're missing Ray's rules, that's why. Let's give you the rules and the tools. Now, let's understand something. Not everybody likes me. Not everybody likes you. I'll bet you some of your friends and family, too, don't like you at all. But at the end of the day, what are we supposed to do? Well, if they can crucify Jesus Christ, who are we? Your biggest problem is you, your lack of commitment. I can bet most of you spent thousands of dollars on a bunch of crap that didn't work. Why don't you get stuck with me for a while? Let's see what I can do for you. See, I like getting Lamborghinis and buildings under tax IDs, reaching the dream. I've done it all my life. It's called Think and Be the Impossible. That's all you got to do. It's called Ray's Rules. Ray's rules and tools can do it all for you too. Me, I'm only going to ask you one more time. I just need 90 days to change your life and get you on the $1 million dream. That's all I'm going to need. I've been doing seminars, workshops, and boot camps for 43 years for people just like you. You can use Ray's rules too. That's all you got to do. Don't you ever forget, I have goals too. I got 194 of those right now that I want to play with too. Dreams and goals just like you and just like me. All right, the difference is sometimes we need to break. So think about all the people around you, your friends and family. Sometimes they kind of get in your way if you haven't noticed this. And the next thing when you fall down, you got to get back up again. You got to find yourself. All right, let me see if I can be your break today. It's called Ray's Rules and Tools. That's all we got to do. Now, if you want a $1 million paycheck still, please raise your hand high. Sorry, I'm going to say that's kind of dumb of you, because what happens, you only keep $375. Now, if you want $1 million and you want to learn to play the game right, you put it in a corporation, because they don't pay tax until after they pay all their bills. That's how you learn the rules and the tools how to play the game. It's like Richard, who won the show called for Survivor. He got a $1 million check. They told him at the end of the show, all right, you keep $375, you pay the IRS the rest. He said, hell no. He pissed it all away. The mean judge gave him 3.5 years in basically prison. That wasn't very nice. See, motivation to me, I listen to it all the time. But at the end of the day, I don't take it serious enough. Because motivation without the tools, the blueprint, the rules, the instruction manual, is just blah, blah, blah. I'll show you mine, show me yours. I'll show you how I got anywhere from the Lamborghinis, the Ferraris, the yachts, helicopters too. But again, this is all up to you. We're going to use definitely what's called Ray's Rules. Is that okay with you? Now, you got a story to tell too, do you not? Let's see if I can get you to an 820 credit score. Get you up to $100,000 of credit. Remember, you can't write off their personal credit, but it is called safety. Let's get you a corporation and divisions. Up to $1 million too. I want you to stop being stuck. Is that okay with you? See, what you got to realize is what's next. By the way, I'm your next. We're going to use Ray's Rules and Tools. You're going to play with me. You see, I want you to say millions to billions. See it, believe it, and go get it. That's what I want you to do. I want you to allow me to do the work for you in the beginning, hand you the fish and teach you how to fish. That's the way we're going to play. So guess what I said like in the beginning today? I want to repackage your life, your house, your car, your bank account, because I believe you're doing it all wrong anyway. So if you allow me to use Ray's rules and tools, we can learn how to play the game. We can actually win. But again, we can do this again. Remember something, when I got pissed off, I had to create the rules and tools for myself because it didn't exist. I like step by step. I call it, and I heard it's called the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. All right, like I wrote that years ago called Winning the Game of Business. I didn't want to be stressed out like most people. Some like you. I want to play the game and I want to win. All right, because you can do this every day. If you get those today while I'm doing the webinar, it's $4.99. If you wait, the sales team will sell each for $9.99. That's up to you. You might get a mask, a t-shirt, or a hat. You never know. We take Zelle, wire, or deposit. That's all you got to do. So let's understand something today. Corporate setup with 3 months of workshops with me, $17.99. I hand you $5,400 of cash credit. That's 3 times your investment back to you. I do the rapid refresh and the credit building too. What excuse you got now? You stubbed your toe, you don't know how to say yes, all you know how to do is say no? See, this is up to you. It's called Ray's Rules. Zelle, wire, deposit. That's all you got to do. Don't forget, corporation's a legal person. Chapter 18 says so. That's all you got to remember to play the game. So remember, the United States of America Incorporated, they set up their line of defense called every state, and then every state set up theirs too. It's called cities. Every city is a corporation too. Why aren't you setting up your line of defense for you? Got to understand something today. All right, we the people. We can learn how to play the game. All you got to do is step up to the plate and learn how to play with me. The bottom line today, we get to win, but we're going to use Ray's rules and tools. You know, it's really weird that the 14th Amendment of the Constitution turned corporations into people. The USA, I love it dearly. The difference is I mastered the rules and the tools by the time I was 9.5. I don't understand why you didn't, but I had to get out of hell. They manage the 50 states, the corporations too. They manage the states and the cities. Guess what? They're corporations as well. They're so smart they created a Chapter 9 bankruptcy. Check it out. It's public record. You got the ability to play the game too. All you got to do is understand Ray's rules and tools. Never have joint credit because that's silly and dumb. The next time you buy a house, it's very simple. Escrow close, escrow homestead, escrow record in a trust. Never record in your name. Corporation, don't name it after you. That'd be kind of dumb. Don't name her what it does. That's double dumb. Get up to $1 million of credit, of course. And then what do? You design it like I did in 1986. Every division for like real estate, franchise, current business. You got to learn how to master the line of defense so you don't bring the pain home anymore. That's all you got to do. Start learning how to use Ray's rules and tools. Learn how to play the game. Remember what I said when we started today? Plan on the problems. Plan on somebody trying to take it away or get in your way. Safety, credit, line of defense. See it, believe it, and go get it every time. You got the ability to listen and learn, and if all you want is an 820 credit score, that's okay. It's $4.99. Still hand you a $1,000 credit card, twice as much you invest in yourself. I'll put you in the 1 o'clock educational class every Saturday for 3 months. I just took away all your excuses today. All you got to do is remember the program is going to be done in 90 days or less, no matter what a mess you got. All you got to do is call 877-519-7509. That's all you got to do. We take Zelle, wire, or deposit today. So let's understand something today. If you don't call in 30 minutes or less, the sales team gets to sell whatever they want to. RaysRules.com is the voice of credit for you. So remember, a corporation is a legal person. Why? Because that's what it says in Chapter 18. Now, millionaires in the making, I think everybody should do this because I believe you're all millionaires in the making. So let's add a bunch of pieces together. Credit rebuilding, rapid refresh, corporate articles, tax ID, officers list. How about setup class for 30 days, 90 days? From there, learn the rules and tools. How about level 1, how to set up the line of defense and not bring the pain home? Let's analyze you twice. The office likes to sell for $3,995 today. I like to give it away for $2,999, but I also add $25,000 of cash credit for you. By the way, that's 8 times your investment back to you. Now what excuse you got today? You've all spent thousands on a bunch of crap. Why don't you spend tomorrow with me? But that's up to you. It's called Ray's Rules and Tools. So we take Zelle, wire, or deposit today. Now remember, SSN equals a 1040. You get 1 or 2 write-offs if you're lucky, but you only get 1 of those. That makes you the duck every day. An SS4, it gets 1120. They get basic limited liability, and guess what? They get to write off almost everything they do. And you get more of those every day you need one. But again, you got to learn Ray's Rules and Tools, how to play the game. For every tax ID, I can get you an Aspire, an Equifax, and a TransUnion too. All you got to do is play with Ray's Rules. Now, today, the American dream is pretty simple. Receiving money every month, pay all your bills, drive the company car, go on a business trip, help other people, free up your time. You've got to master Ray's Rules. You've got to set up the line of defense so you don't bring the pain home ever again. Millionaires in the making today with all the goodies and stuck with me for 3 months plus. $2,999 today. $25,000 of cash credit back to you. 8 times your investment for you as well. You don't have any more excuses, do you? It's called Ray's Rules and Tools. You can Zelle, wire, and make a deposit today. I personally hold your hand at every workshop, seminar, and boot camp. I don't pass the buck and never have for 43 years. So we're going to use Ray's Rules and Tools, and we're going to get you where you need to go. Every Saturday at 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, we have the credit educational class and the status update too. So you get to play with me, and I get to play with you. Stay safe, stay strong. Wherever you're at today, sitting and waiting for what's next to come. Let's always remember life is a gift from our Father in heaven. God has given us the opportunity to believe and receive. Let us make the best of the good things in every way. Thank you, Jesus, for one more day. Amen to that. We've got to use Ray's Rules and Tools. So, ladies and gentlemen, today, if you're not calling 877-519-7509 within 30 minutes or less, what I offer you today, sorry, sales team will do their best. You got the ability to use Ray's Rules. It is the voice of credit for you. And don't ever forget, at the end of the day, God loves us all.